You're like, you did a crappy job. I'm not getting you a Coke.
We're here with Concordia-St. Paul head coach Brady Starkey, along with Taylor Dordan and Heather Schiller. Coach, if you could share some opening comments about the match.
Well, I mean, congrats to Wayne and Scott and his crew. You know, they came to play. I mean, just straight up, they came to play. They were on a mission, and his girls did an absolutely phenomenal job. They handled the ball well. They got up and took big swings, and they got back there and really served the ball tough. And they pretty much played fearless the entire match. On our end, I would say that it was very much the opposite of that. You know, I thought we had kids that let their nerves get the better of them. We didn't handle the ball very well. I thought we got up and took some decent swings, but I didn't really feel like we were ready to defend after we took good swings and they would make digs, and then we would act like the point was over. I think we kind of got accustomed to the last couple matches that we played where we'd hit the ball and the play would be done and be like, all right, now on to the next play right here, whereas they were pretty much extending play after play, although we knew that they were going to do that because we've played them a couple times, but we just weren't quite ready for it when they came back. But, you know, I think if we're going to lose somebody, you know, we have a lot of respect for what Wayne does. We have a lot of respect for Scott. His players play the right way. I think I heard in one of his press conference that he said that they muddy the game up, and I would 100% disagree with that. I think that I love the way his team plays volleyball. You know, I mean, they play defense like our team usually tries to play defense, and they're one of the teams that we try to emulate when we're actually working on our own defense. We're like, all right, if we can match their defense, we're gonna be pretty much an unstoppable team. I didn't think that we did that tonight, and I think that's why they won.
Open for questions. And I'll start off. It seemed like every time you guys would get something going tonight, they just had an answer. It seemed like every time you get a bit of a run going, they would come back with a big block or come back with a big dig to turn it in their favor. You know, as a team that hasn't been there before, it was impressive to say, but what did you see out there that they were able to do to just make that happen?
Well, I thought it was a combination of things. I mean, I thought that it was not only did they make good plays and then made big digs, and then when we did actually get a side out or get a good pass, you know, we came back and we couldn't really put any runs together. We pretty much shot ourselves in the foot with a missed serve or a doink pass or just an absolute dead shank dig or something like that. So, I mean, I felt like they did really do a good job defensively of defending us, but I also thought we added to it and multiplied it and made it really just kind of get out of hand. You know, and power to them, they were frustrating us, and you could tell that we were visibly frustrated by it, by how we were handling the ball and the kind of swings that we were taking and then the kind of errors that we were making, basically. I mean, we went the first two games where I think we committed like 4 errors or something like that between the first two matches. So, and we had 7 hitting errors in the first game alone. So,
I guess for either one of the seniors, obviously it's a tough way to go out, but just talk a little bit about what it's meant to be a Golden Bear over the past 4 years.
You want to go first?
You can.
It's just, I mean, we're just so lucky to have been able to participate in such a program. And when I got off the court, my parents were just talking about how much I've grown as a person. So, I mean, I owe that all to the program. Brady?
Thanks.
Yeah, basically everything Heather said. And just I've had so many like life experiences that not a lot of athletes can say they've had that I'm extremely grateful for as well.
And on the other end, Brady, what have these two meant to the program?
Well, I mean, just two people that have come in and just worked and worked and worked and worked every day. I mean, I think that anybody that's a coach and people that are involved in athletics understand that. I don't know if people that are outside of athletics understand how much these guys put into this and how much they care about it, and these two are exactly that way. we've had some great players in our program, and we've had some unbelievable people, and these two fit that mold exactly. I mean, they're great people, and they work hard, and they're just going to be unbelievably missed. I think that the thing that's the most frustrating for me is just the fact that I know how bad they want this and wanted this, and I think it's frustrating to not be able to get it for them.
So Heather, what's your major?
Accounting and finance.
And you graduate on time?
Yeah.
She has a job lined up, just FYI. All right, yeah.
And what about you, Taylor?
Marketing.
Marketing, you're gonna graduate on time?
Yep.
One of the more amazing things. Heather, your highlight here. Of all the 4 years, your highlight. What was your highlight?
My sophomore year, nationals. Because I mean, both years, freshman and sophomore year, but my sophomore year I was on the court, so it was pretty cool experience.
What about you, Taylor?
Probably my sophomore year as well, but like all the girls that I played with and the friends that I've made from here.
Friends for life, right?
Mhm.
Golden Bear for
It's like
life.
family.
And then one last question. Obviously, you talked a little bit about it's kind of a friendly rivalry with Wayne as a conference opponent. It's their first time heading to the Elite Eight. What advice would you give them heading down there?
Do exactly what they did tonight. They played fearless, and I think that, if you're going to go on in this tournament and if you're going to want to win it, that's really what you got to have. You got to have girls that can play absolutely fearless and go for it. And the team that plays the most aggressive in those situations are going to be the team that's going to be able to step up and get it done. If they play like they did this weekend, I think that they're going to win it all, personally. And I hope they do, because they represent our conference well. They're Scott's class act. Their players are class act the way they handled themselves. You can even see it after the match and during the match. And, I think there's a lot of respect on both sides of the court. I think as pretty much, to be honest, all the coaches in our conference, I think that we feel that same way. We feel that same way about the players in our conference, and we're pretty proud of it. And I think that I'm excited to see how Wayne does. I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to hope they win it.
Thanks. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Thanks.